Welcome to today's stream. Today we're going to do the next chapter of The Day You Vanished with the Stars. And as usual, we're going to start with Energize Daily. Because you gotta energize daily. Today, Kun. I seem to end up with the dragon for these streams. Just kinda silly. Kinda silly coincidence. Because it surely isn't planned. Just gotta say, I prefer fighting the bosses in this energized daily mode instead of the groups of enemies. Because the bosses I can mostly just mash through. And the combination of Kong Ming and Durandal just breaks them all to pieces. That was a weird way to end this battle. Game didn't really know what to do. If it even should paint any ultimates. I always think it would be funny if this would just end at 99.9 and I'd have to do one more day. It would totally seem like something this game would do. Well, rolling on the cutscene, blah 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 blah. This is a new map. With some very ominous last area and only 2 actual story pieces. Isn't that interesting? This might actually be a short stream, unless these are really long chapters, or really long stages. Proceed! Are you happy now? Is what this face is telling me. Happy? What do you mean? Words came out faster than my consciousness restored. My heart was racing like mad. I held my breath to avoid smoke in my nose. Well, this is one weird place to teleport back to. My fingers still ached from the electric charge, and screams, cries were still lingering in my ears. Then everything went quiet. A noise rushed in, cries, laughters, shouts. The lively fair was reaching its height. Now I'm back to a few hours ago, on the dreamlike main street. The Star Pavilion still stood tall amidst the bustling streets, with dazzling flower lanterns dangling in the wind. I see. Previously the pasts I went back to didn't have me in it, so it's more like a transfer. But this time, the past I've returned to had me in it, so my consciousness was directly overridden on the old one, on the old me. No, it's too soon to jump to conclusions now. But it does look very much like what I presumed. Slightly relieved, I didn't even notice I was holding something, and subconsciously let go. Ah! My osmanthus pudding! Hey, why did you drop them? That's when I saw all sorts of deserts dropped on the ground. Oh, sorry, I got carried away. Right, last time Kong Ming did like me for a lot of deserts. Couldn't stand your long face all the way, so I decided to tease you a bit. Your loopy face made me think you took it seriously, but now I know your mind wandered elsewhere. Red bean mochi, free. Sweet milk balls, free. The numbers are correct. I'll let you off the hook this time. Still the jostling crowds. Everything was exactly the same as the last time. If I do nothing, history will only repeat itself. The Star Pavilion will explode, and the streets will be consumed by fire. Before that happens, I must find the cause of the explosion. Yes, I must do something. And only I can do something. Well, we did hear that that guy with the umbrella is somewhere in here, in this festival, right? I looked to Kong Ming, who unfolded the paper cover of the freshly steamed mutton bun and began to enjoy it. I must alert Rita at the Star Pavilion, stop the prayers and keep Kong Ming away from the explosion. Began to recall everything that went down the last time, and thought about how to lead Kong Ming to safety tactfully. Lanterns. Fabulous lanterns for just a few coins. There he is. Not a balloon seller, a lantern seller. As the parade fleet roamed by, thousands of lanterns lit up the sky like the stars. The whole world had gone festive. Lanterns. Right, lanterns! Kong Ming, there's something on my mind. What is it? These lanterns look really nice, but I feel something is lacking. What? Expect them to fly like birds? Kong Ming gave exactly the same answer as before. Well, that wouldn't be too hard. Captain, are you up for a little challenge? Yes, what comes next starts with making a lantern. I guess. What is it? We'll make a lantern that can fly like a bird. Well, we need some thin papers. I think we can find it at one of the stores. Thin papers and rosin can all be bought from the street, while bamboo threads can only be found outside the city. That's what I learned from the last time. Yes, we need thin papers, rosin and bamboo threads too. We can buy thin papers and rosin here, but bamboo threads can only come from the bamboo grove outside the city. Bamboo whittling. I can't remember the last time I did this. Captain, let's go and make some bamboo threads together. I tried to avoid her expectant eyes, for I knew I couldn't stay beside her this time. The explosion will take place in the city, and she will stay safely in the bamboo grove when it happens. No, splitting up makes faster progress. I'll get thin papers and rosins while you whittle some bamboo threads. This way we can make more than one. When the prayers are over, we can fly our lanterns on top of the Star Pavilion. That's not a bad proposal from you. Good. We'll meet again at the city gate later. After I sent Kong Ming off with my lingering eyes, I turned around and started to make for the Star Pavilion. Under the night sky, the lanterns of the tower wiggled like twinkling stars. I saw a guard walk out of the gate. Captain? Where's the Chancellor? Please follow me. Captain, shouldn't you be in Her Majesty's company? What urgent business brought you here? May I have a word? Rita waved the guards off. Please, speak your mind, Captain. You have my complete trust. Will you take my word for it if I say bombs have been planted in this building? This pavilion is for ceremonial purposes and heavily guarded. No one can set foot in without official permission. We'll find out if someone has broken in pretty soon. Captain's intel defies common logic, but then again, Captain yourself is someone surrounded by irregularities. And this time, I can't really say I am surprised. You're a remarkable person, and I choose to put my faith in you once more. Guards, 1 Teresa Summer. Evacuate the building and clear the streets. Captain, where's Her Majesty now? She's in a bamboo grove outside the city now. We plan to make lanterns out of bamboo before I came here. A sound plan. Her Majesty would be safer there with the protection of the Shadow Guards. While I can rest my worries and search the explosives here with Captain. You don't have to stay here, Rita. The whole Empire is at stake. It's the call of my duty. But I am greatly in your debt, Captain. You're deeply about the Empire and saved us all from destruction. Please accept my humble gratitude. Roiling undercurrents in the crowds, lurking perils of convoluted destinies, diffuse all explosions. Gotta find some bombs and make them not go boom.
开始清扫战场。
Watch out for the
危
explosions.
机还未解除，遵命。
Tap the button when the light circle is about to disappear.
不请自来。
Fail to defuse. Okay, so it's even closer. Oh no, I'm on fire.
危机还未解除。
Sure, it's diffused, including the boom.
我会保护你。
So, when this light circle is about to disappear. So, inside the smaller one. Okay.
遵命。 不请自来。
Oops. No, it was successful. It's just enemy spawning for enemy spawning reasons. Well, we had one explode. That's not that bad. All explosives have been cleared. Much obliged for your assistance, Captain. But I still find it unusual. The explosives are in small numbers, and not very well concealed. Like these pots, they are very obvious. The strange thing is no one found out. 1 hour before the ceremony, I'd personally inspect the environment and equipment. It's unlikely that I'd miss it. Strange. Rita's inspection should be enough to root out the explosives, even for the last time. This means the Star Pavilion is not going to explode itself, and a horrible thought froze me and soaked me back with cold sweat. Think hard. I must have overlooked something important. The explosives we found are not nearly enough to shake the foundation of the Star Pavilion. Last time the whole city was on fire. A horrifying view I wish I never have to see again. The wooden structure of the pavilion can indeed help the fire grow. Thinking back now, when the burnt beam hit my back, I also hear the string of explosions. Among the screams, cries and desperate shouts for help, there are other explosives. It's a trap. Other explosives? You mean the ones we found are only a distraction to drop our guard? Yes, and the explosives are very likely hidden in plain sight, and overlooked by everyone. The city bell rang, and I counted 9. Each sank my heart even deeper. Captain? He climbed onto the window frame and took a lantern from the eaves. The paper and bamboo threads looked normal. This lantern burns wax instead of rosin, but it's still common in lanterns of this type. To take a closer look, I blew out the fire. Break the wax, slowly and carefully. Another guard took out a knife to carve out the outer layer. As white wax fell off, a black fluid began to drip. This is not common wax. It's rock oil. Everyone was shocked in disbelief. Rock oil burns longer than wax, but it's also far more volatile and explosive. Someone replaced the wax with rock oil, purposefully and skillfully. Only the lower part of the candle was infused with rock oil. It takes a while before the top part burns out and detonates the lantern. The explosive was timed to take place precisely when the celebration reaches its climax. Alert everyone! Snuff out all the lanterns in the Star Pavilion! And the whole city! Grand Chancellor, the citizens are being evacuated. Who is behind this? What is their purpose? The lanterns are our only lead, but there's no way to narrow it down. More lanterns at the fair than we can possibly count, and we can't track down every lantern maker in the city. Rita's eyes glittered on hearing lantern maker. Thank you for reminding me, Captain. Of all the craftsmen that came to Moon Ember lately, there's one lantern maker that stands out. His lanterns have novel looks and last longer than the others. That's why he's exceptionally popular now. If he can adjust the formula of the candle to control the burning speed, he can certainly make explosive candles and fit them into lanterns for everyone to buy. Find the craftsman. This is the setup. The gleaming and glittering affair dimmed down. Guards were trying to restore order to the streets. Lanterns, fabulous lanterns, for just a few coins. The peddling craftsman's voice sounded in the alley. The black cloak and black umbrella were unmistakable. He was surrounded with his back against the wall. Guards approached slowly with their spears, but the craftsman didn't seem to mind and walked to us casually. Wanna buy a lantern? The only Bagua lanterns in town. A wind blew by. The lantern turns with the wind, back and forth. Looks like no more business for me today. This is the last Bagua lantern, and you can have it. He flung the lantern at me, but I didn't catch it. A spear thrust through it, and rock oil began to drip from the tip. The lantern was a distraction. He tried to climb onto the wall, but a scythe got in his way. Rita came down from above, and the craftsman slid back down. Back to miss the scythe by a hair, but the edge met his face. No blood was spilled, only a human skin mask broke in half and fell down. Behind the mask there was another mask. Who are you? Who sent you? What's your purpose? I'm faceless and nameless. Never mind. We have 100 ways to make a dog, but I must warn you, they might hurt a little. I assume you have cleared all of the city. Pity that the fireworks along the sea are not happening today. But if you think that my purpose, you cannot be wrong. What? He suddenly burst into a fit of disturbing laughter. My purpose is like the Bagua lantern. Do not confuse the cause and effect. Quick, open his mouth. The guards swarmed to him, but it's too late. The craftsman's head dropped down, and his breath went out. Search him! The guards came back with a sealed potion, and inside the potion was a transparent liquid. A poison without color or odor, a well thought out operation. Grand Chancellor, all of the lanterns in the city have been put out. The explosive lanterns are no longer a problem, and the craftsman is dead. This should be the end of it. But somehow, the craftsman's last words unsettled me greatly. Grand Chancellor, we can't find Her Majesty at the city gate. Kong Ming? Right, I need to make sure she's safe. All uncertainties have been eliminated, but I still couldn't be relieved until I see her. Maybe Her Majesty is having a good time, whittling bamboo, and lost track of time. Captain, I'll go with you. Roiling undercurrents in the crowds, lurking perils of convoluted destinies. Find Kong Ming before time runs out. And by come with us, it means we are going to play as her. Ask around. Excuse me. Excuse me. No? No then. Excuse me. Excuse me. We are looking for a little girl. She was an orchard pin about this tall. I think she went that way. That way. And with that way we go. Hello. Yeah, these are quite ghostly NPCs. Excuse me. The little girl who brought you sugar figures. She went that way. Hey, you little angels. Where did the little girl go? If you tell me, I'll leave you alive. For a little bit longer. It's the dead end camp. It's not this way. Little girl in a dark dress? Oh, I remember she went that way. That lady who came to buy things by rubbing, I think she went that way. Well, she's not wearing her usual outfit. She looks the same as any other little girl if she wears different clothes, obviously. She is completely disguised. So many people. Where could Kong Ming be? Maybe follow those arrows. Captain, the arrows are still moving. The hour for fireworks drew near, but the crowds were rushing out of the city. Kong Ming stood by the road on tiptoes, anxiously searching for Captain among the crowds. I wonder if this dress and the sky lantern can remind Captain of the past. What took him so long? Is he lost? I probably should go and find him. He's unbelievable. I might as well buy papers and row them myself. I'm not waiting for him all night like a fool. She carefully protected the lantern and trudged against the panicked crowds, making her way to the Star Pavilion. Strange. All the lanterns went out. Why is everyone, excuse me, coming through? What happened? Where's Captain now? Ouch! Kang Ming was too absorbed in her thoughts that she bumped into someone.
对不起。
Kang Ming rubbed her forehead in embarrassment and stepped aside, but only to be seized by the arm.
找到你了。
The lower voice was only meant to be heard between the two. That's not good. That looks like it might hurt. Intense pain spread from her chest and shot up every nerve to freeze her on the spot and halt her breath.
你是？
His face was familiar, but Kang Ming couldn't put a name to it. The stranger walked behind Kang Ming casually and whispered something in a low voice. What's he talking about? Why would it be? Kang Ming felt her consciousness escaping her in drips and drabs.
怎么会？
The stranger laughed mockingly before disappearing in the crowd. Finally, catching her breath, Kang Ming found the world falling back from her in slow motion. Then she lost her balance and hit the cobblestone ground. She couldn't breathe, she couldn't move. Life was straining away from her, while her brain still stumbled to function. A familiar figure came close. She couldn't see clearly, but she believed that's him. The flower lantern she had carefully protected along the way was lying on the ground, trampled and torn. Kang Ming gasped desperately to catch her breath.
刺客先生，快走，这里危险！
Fragmented memories began to flow through Kang Ming's head. In these memories, there were always people by her side. People who protected her, spoiled her, and trusted her unconditionally.
今年的烟花，我好像是等不到了。
The bustling crowd merged, with the stars into blurred but warm light, and the calling gradually faded away. I'm beginning to feel warmer now. I'll rest a bit now. A jade potion fell down from the tower and broke, with the poison drops it contained seeping into the ground. The corruption is done, and poisoning the wine won't be necessary now. On the tower, a man in black overlooked the city behind the trail. The right path leads to the right destination, and the wrong path leads to the wrong destination. We are brought by the path and share the path with her. Now our purpose has been fulfilled, and there is no reason for our existence anymore. The man in black sighed deeply and took off. People come and go. Light brightens and dims. With a short bell chime, the man in black walked into the dark night and vanished. Meanwhile, countless men in black elsewhere in the world also vanished. Nobody knew when they came, and nobody knew when they were gone. Can I go back to the previous map? Because this just reminded me that I haven't done the previous extra stage yet. Oh. That's what they mean with last area. I understand. It's not the final area, it's the last area. Silly. Silly, but understandable. We didn't get a little dot stage this time. So we don't know how Captain will find his way to Tesla. That's ominous.
诸君，请随我出战。到我了。你还差了点。你还差了点。
The appearance of our man in black kind of, or his role I should say, kind of reminds me of an assassin class servant from the Fate series. Maybe you found the real Mr. Assassin.
荣光与我同在。
Not just looking, but also how he acted in this particular story. Yeah, exactly. Well, we are only 5 levels off, so I guess we can try. Because this is the last thing we can do today, apparently.
诸君，请随我出战。在那边吗？
He only has 16 life bars, so what could possibly go wrong? "16 life bars, which I'm barely touching." You know what? You could be right. I could have failed that last stage. I didn't actually look at the timer. If so, because we had to find her in a particular amount of time, right? I didn't think about that possibility. Usually failures are very obvious in this game, because you get the "you lost" scene and all that. But the blue arrows on the ground did keep going. And there was something about a timer in the mission description, so I guess we'll check before I accidentally end the stream too early. Also, this guy sure has 14 life. I don't want to revive this stage. part of me just wants to give up. I think I should just give up. I guess I'll take a look. Let's see if we can speedrun this.
开始清扫战场，不要担心，我会保护你。
Can't move while she's talking. There is an ascending timer, so it's weird that it says until time runs out, before time runs out, but let's just be sure. Can't not listen to this guy, as I assume. No, there's a barrier. Move, please.
苏醒吧，冰霜的主人！极寒风暴。休息能消除疲劳。 苏醒吧，冰霜的主人！
There's still people over there. But no, doesn't seem like... I'm pretty sure we got this victory fanfare last time, didn't we? I guess there's just an abrupt end today. That's how it's supposed to go. I mean, we did unlock the extra stage, so I guess that's just how it is. We did unlock Strange Girl though, so that's something. We did read those, I know that. I met a strange girl today. I sneaked out of the palace and was on my way to see the Chishi lanterns when a strange girl stopped me and claimed that I was a relative of hers. There were several men, very strong, chasing after her, and they asked me for compensation. I didn't want to attract the guards, so I gave them some money, just to send them away. It turned out that the girl knocked over a shelf at a pastry stall, but I wrote, but had no money on her. Later I learned that she sneaked out of her home for the Quixie Lantern Fair, just like I did. She told me that her parents, who made bamboo fans for a living, were very strict with her, and wouldn't let her go to the fair, so she climbed over the wall and sneaked out every year. I cannot believe this reckless girl just left home without bringing any money. First time I sneaked out of the palace, I packed all Rita's savings. Although she then scolded me for that for a few days. Pretty sure we saw these. Don't know why they are red. Guess that's it. And there might just be one chapter left. So it might be a cliffhanger before the end. I mean, didn't want to do that. Didn't want to click on you. There's still some CGs left, but it might just be a grand finale. We'll find out after. No, not stressed. I'm really bad at clicking the right things today. Energized AIE. How many percent this will take? Yeah. Sorry, Flamer. I am done for today, right? No, I need 5 points. Let's get those quickly.
你的表情看来是今天出门没带伞。
Don't talk about umbrellas right now. It's in bad taste. I should be quick and give me those 5 points. Quick, if that guy says start this. Rubido, go. Go, go, Rubido, go, go, go. It is apparently my time. And so ends my daily routine.
今天的云层压抑得让人喘不过气。
Quite so, quite so. Fuhua does not talk about going to sleep. But we will go anyways. Thank you for watching today's stream, even if it was short. And goodbye. Until next time.